Welcome to War India News Hour. Today, let's discuss on disruption in technology ensuring business continuity. The COVID-19 pandemic has impacted every aspect of human life. Most notably, it has changed the way we work. Automation has been a driver of change in organizations long before the pandemic, but now it has become a boardroom imperative with a new urgency, that is business risk and resiliency. The India cloud market will witness a visible impact in the probable and pessimistic scenario in terms of heightened adoption, with public cloud leading the forefront of all infra-related investments. As per IDC's COVID-19 impact on IT spending survey, May 2020, the result of the spread of the pandemic has resulted into 64% of the organizations in India are expected to increase demand for cloud computing, while 56% for cloud software to support the new normal. The need to work remotely is bolstering the demand for SaaS-based collaborative apps to ensure on and off-site presence at all the times and zero disruption to business. This will also increase the need for remote support services, both human professional services and of the cloud software, especially security or identity. VPNs, collaboration suites, endpoints encryption and cloud tools will witness an uptake. The digitally determined organizations are likely to sustain their digital plans and would be better positioned to address the situation by leveraging technologies like collaboration and cloud for maintaining continuity. Industries like media, education, and IT/ITES are likely to see an increased uptick primarily because of online entertainment, virtual classrooms, and increased need for collaboration as a result of increased remote working. An increase in regulatory, client service, and margin pressures has prompted a growing number of firms to seek a move to cloud-based shared service solutions in order to remain competitive. Migrating to the cloud requires a clear roadmap to avoid a cumbersome and excessively complex process. Organizations across the world are searching for agile and effective ways to leverage AI and ML, that is artificial intelligence and machine learning, for automation, better decision making, and competitive advantage. So let's see what are the headlines in War India. President Donald Trump threatens to deploy the army. President Donald Trump has threatened the nation's governors on Monday that he would deploy the military if they did not stamp out violent protests. Reports indicate that Trump used some colorful language, berating governors for looking weak and saying they needed to dominate. He said if the governors were unable to do this, the US military would step in to quickly solve the problem for them. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to be part of the G7 summit in the US. Trump has announced the G7 as outdated, indicating that he wanted the inclusion of Russia, India, Australia, and South Korea in the group. According to the Prime Minister's office, PM Narendra Modi has accepted US President Donald Trump's invitation to attend the G7 summit, saying that India would be happy to work with the US to ensure success of the summit. However, Russia has rejected the idea of isolating China. Western Union bids to buy MoneyGram. According to Bloomberg, Western Union is seeking to acquire MoneyGram International Incorporation in a transaction that would bring together two of the largest US providers of money transfer services. Both the companies have been rivals for decades, but more recently have faced up to the competition.
from a host of younger companies.
Government is ready to make more reforms. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressing the annual session of the Confederation of Indian Industry, that is CII, on its 125th anniversary via video link in New Delhi said the government is ready to undertake more structural reforms to make India self-reliant. Outlining his vision for Atmanirbhar Bharat, Prime Minister Modi requested people to come with a detailed study across sectors, and the government will take up more structural reforms that will change the course of the country and make India self-reliant. The Indian low-cost airline Indigo has reported a net loss of Rs 870 crores as against a net profit of Rs 595.8 crores in the same period last year due to the suspension of air travel in wake of the coronavirus outbreak. It closed the financial year 2019-20 with a net loss of Rs 233.7 crore. The revenue from operations stood at Rs 35,756 crores in fiscal year 20, an increase of 25.5% as compared to the last year, said in a filing to the Bombay Stock Exchange. Government is pushing hard for the idea of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Recently, some guidelines were unveiled for electronics manufacturing schemes with an aim to strengthen the domestic manufacturing of 5 global and 5 Indian mobile phone makers. Production-linked incentives scheme for telecom equipment worth Rs 15,000 crores is likely to be availed very soon, and the incentives could be available for 5 years provided incremental production of Rs 300,000 crores takes place. Even MNCs may find it attractive to explore the possibility of setting a 5G manufacturing base in India. Iron Scales to provide enterprise-grade anti-phishing protection solutions. iValue Info Solutions has announced a strategic partnership with Iron Scales, a pioneer in anti-phishing email security using cutting-edge AI-driven self-learning security platform that provides a comprehensive solution to combat today's and tomorrow's phishing and spear phishing attacks. The partnership is in collaboration with SRC Cyber Solutions LLP, who are pioneered in introducing niche and next-gen cybersecurity solutions into the Indian market. Saregama and Facebook strike global licensing deals. Saregama has announced a global deal with Facebook to license its music for video and other social experiences across Facebook and Instagram. This partnership will allow users to choose from a wide variety of music to add to their social experiences such as videos, stories, via music stickers and other creative content. People will also be able to add songs to their Facebook profile. Global manufacturers to benefit from PLI scheme. The global players including Foxconn, Wistron and Sanmina, manufacturers of Apple phones, Flex, Samsung, Oppo and Vivo, are likely to apply for a production-linked incentive scheme, that is PLI, worth Rs 41,000 crores as part of India's massive push to wean away companies from China and emerge as the world's hub for electronics production. The growing resistance on social media to boycott Chinese goods is unlikely to change consumer behavior. Online and offline retailers say the growing unhappiness on social media to boycott Chinese goods is unlikely to change the consumer behavior. It could not be stopped in buying from the leading online marketplaces like Flipkart and Amazon from promoting Made in India products. consumers are still picking up Chinese-made products that offer value for money. Even educator Sonam Wangchuk and celebrities from various fields have been appealing for a boycott of Chinese goods. While some have stopped buying Chinese goods, but some companies, those Chinese companies, have started writing made in PRC, that means People's Republic of China. Hindustan Unilever donates over 74,000 COVID testing kits in India. Hindustan Unilever has donated 74,328 RT-PCR COVID-19 testing kits worth rupees 13 crores to help ramp up testing of patients in the country. The government of Maharashtra has received about 28,800 RT-PCR testing kits to help in the early detection of COVID-19. Others who have received the kits include Indian Council of Medical Research Metropolis Labs and Apollo Hospitals. The government's decision to boost the electronic manufacturing sector in India is a welcome step, and manufacturing will now be the biggest boom in India. This can be a great step towards becoming an electronic manufacturing hub of the world. Let's understand about this in detail in our next edition. Looking into the COVID scenario in India, India breaches with 2 lakhs mark, and the figure stood at 2,04,685 with active cases crossing the 1 lakh mark, and the death toll has reached 5,769. To sum up, the world has been reset, and as it readjusts, we will see new industries, new trends, and new highly successful companies emerge, and probably quicker than many might expect. Global markets are continuing to rally. This is extraordinary as tensions between the US and China, the world's 2 largest economies, are heightened when the President of the US is threatening to deploy the US Army onto the streets of America, and as the global economy attempts to recover due to an ongoing pandemic for which there is still no cure, to name a few of the current factors causing chaos. All of this would normally send the markets into tailspin. Yet, this time, they continue to rally. But a closer look at the markets shows the upswing is being fueled by a handful of companies that reflect the new world, which is increasingly tech-driven. That's it for the day, and don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. Please download War India app for the latest news and updates, which is available on Google Play Store. Please stay tuned for more updates. Thank you very much.